Most people can push through a night with little sleep. But what happens if you stay awake for 72 hours straight? No naps, no rest, just constant wakefulness. At first, it sounds like something anyone could handle. But the truth is, your body and brain begin to break down faster than you think. In this video, we're diving into what really happens to your body hour by hour, from 24 hours awake to the full 72-hour mark. From mild symptoms to full-on hallucinations, you're about to see how sleep deprivation turns your body into chaos. This isn't just about being tired, it's about what happens when the system fails. Stick around because by the end, you'll never look at sleep the same way again. Part 1. The first 24 hours without sleep. The first 24 hours without sleep might not seem like a big deal. Most people have done it before during travel, work, or all-nighters. But even after just one day, your body and brain start to change. After about 16 hours awake, your reaction time slows down. You become more forgetful, and your ability to focus drops. By the 18-hour mark, your brain starts to behave like you're legally drunk. Studies show that staying awake for 18 to 20 hours can impair you as much as a blood alcohol level of 0.05%. You may not notice it at first, but your decisions become worse, your speech gets slower, and small mistakes start to pile up. You also start feeling microsleeps, brief moments where your brain shuts off for a few seconds. You might still have your eyes open, but your brain blanks out. This can be extremely dangerous, especially if you're driving or using machines. Mood swings become more noticeable. You may feel irritable, anxious, or even mildly depressed. Emotional control gets weaker. Your body also reacts physically. Your body temperature may drop, your metabolism slows down, you start craving sugar and caffeine to stay alert, hormone production begins to shift. Your body releases more cortisol, the stress hormone, which makes you feel tense and wired. At the same time, insulin sensitivity drops, which affects your blood sugar levels. Your immune system also starts to slow down. Even after just 24 hours, your ability to fight off illness is weaker, and there's more. Your eyes feel heavy, your vision blurs, your coordination slips. You may even start to feel a little dizzy. Your brain is already asking one thing: can I sleep now? But let's say you ignore it and keep pushing. Part 2 to 36 to 48 hours without sleep. After 36 hours without sleep, your body is officially in crisis mode. Your brain is no longer just tired, it's malfunctioning. Simple tasks feel confusing. You might forget what you're doing halfway through it. Your ability to stay focused drops to near zero. You start to see things that aren't there: light flashes, moving shadows, or random shapes. This is the beginning of mild hallucinations. Your brain waves show patterns similar to someone in early sleep, even when you're still awake. That means parts of your brain are beginning to shut off in waves. Your emotional balance gets worse. You become more sensitive, more reactive, and more anxious. Things that normally wouldn't bother you feel overwhelming. At 40+ hours, your dopamine levels spike and then crash. You may feel strangely energetic one moment, then deeply sad or numb the next. This emotional whiplash is caused by your brain trying to self-correct. Your immune system drops sharply. Your body loses its natural defense to viruses and bacteria. Even a small cold can hit you hard. At this point, cognitive functions like memory, judgment, and concentration collapse. You might forget common words, misread people's emotions, or say things you don't mean. Physical symptoms also increase. Your heart rate becomes irregular, and your body temperature may shift randomly. You may sweat more or feel cold for no reason. Hormonal chaos starts to build. Testosterone drops. Growth hormone is disrupted. Your body can't repair itself properly. Digestion slows. You may feel nauseous or bloated. Food starts to feel unpleasant, but your brain still craves carbs for survival. At this point, even if you try to sleep, you might struggle. The body is so stressed, it begins to resist rest, like a system that forgot how to shut down. But you're not done yet. You're only halfway through 72 hours and things are about to get darker. Part 3 to 48 to 72 hours without sleep. Now we enter the most dangerous phase. At 48 hours without sleep, your body is no longer in control. It's surviving. Severe cognitive breakdown begins. You can't focus. You forget where you are or what you're doing. You struggle to form clear sentences. Conversations feel like puzzles. Hallucinations become stronger. You may hear sounds that aren't real voices, buzzing, or music. Visual distortions are common. Lights flicker, shadows move, and walls may seem to bend. This is no longer just tiredness. Your brain is dreaming while you're awake. Your motor skills collapse. Holding a pen becomes hard. Walking feels unsteady. Even blinking may feel slow or painful. Paranoia sets in for many people. You might feel like you're being watched or followed. Your brain can't separate imagination from reality. The immune system is now extremely weak. Your risk of getting sick skyrockets. Infections hit faster and harder. Cuts heal slower. At 60 hours, microsleeps happen often and without warning. Your brain shuts off for 5–10 seconds, even with your eyes open. You won't notice, but if you're driving or walking, it's life-threatening. You may feel completely disconnected from reality, like you're floating. Time feels warped. Your body doesn't feel like yours. Hormonal levels are crashing. Stress hormones are maxed out. Your metabolism breaks down. Your body begins using energy inefficiently, which makes you feel weak and jittery. At the 72-hour mark, you're at serious risk of mental and physical collapse. Your brain is in a state of extreme confusion. You might experience temporary psychosis, delusions, full hallucinations, panic, and complete loss of logic. In rare cases, people can have seizures, faint, or fall into a semi-conscious state. The longer you stay awake, the higher the risk of long-term damage to your memory and mental health. Even when you finally sleep, you may not recover right away. It can take days to normalize your body's hormones, reaction time, and emotional stability. Sleep isn't just rest, it's survival. After 72 hours without it, your body starts to shut down, your brain begins to blur reality, and your system screams for recovery. Most of us underestimate the power of sleep until we lose it. So the next time you think about pulling an all-nighter, remember every hour matters. Sleep isn't lazy, it's one of the smartest things your body does. Thanks for watching Voxera. If you learned something new today, hit that like button, subscribe for more content like this, and tell us in the comments. How long have you ever stayed awake? We're reading everything. Stay sharp, stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next one.